Segment is being brought to you by Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We have with us Kevin Baxter and Scott Morris, tackle experts. We've been looking at some baits, but now all of a sudden, it is that time of year now. It's a little bit colder, water temp's a little colder. Hair jigs?
Well, I brought the hair jigs for two reasons. A lot of people ask questions about them, but I want to show that it's more than just a ledge bait. We carry several different hair jigs.
Well, I said that because hair jigs do work this time of year, especially on bluff walls, things like that. When that colder temperature gets in there, those fish kind of put that nose right on that bluff. Mm-hmm. Hair jigs seem to make them bite.
It's kind of a technique that's been forgotten.
Yeah.
Now, you ask guys at Dale Hollow, Center Hill, they'll say you're crazy, but you know, around where I'm from, Kentucky Lake, they wait till June to throw it. But I've got these, and these are from Haggerty Lures. I got a nice black and blue. And these are all hand tied. They're the #1 hair jig tire in the country. They do an awesome job.
Now that is a long tail on that one too. That's going to give you lots of action.
And then I've got a watermelon red. You know, that's going to look like a little crawfish down there at the bottom in the spring.
You bet. Now, how do you profess to use these?
I'm not a hair jig guru. Scott can probably tell you a whole lot more about it.
Well, but with that type of hair jig, right now I would use a spinning rod. I would probably use 8 to 10 pound test. Depending on what the water temperature is, throw it out there, let it sink to the bottom. I might reel it in real slow, keep contact with the bottom. I might hop it a little bit, let it fall down, hit the bottom. It just depends on what the fish are doing. Now,
so do you just Scott, just play with it?
Right.
This cast I'm going to drag it in. Next cast I'm going to hop it in.
Right.
And just see what they want. That's
right. Those jigs, though, those hair jigs, we customize for Kevin and Tackle Experts. There's hooks and there's some Flashabou. The amount of thread that we tie or use in the bait, the exact amount of bucktail and feathers we use is very detailed and customized to design a perfect jig with a perfect fall. We don't want a straight fall, we want it to glide. And along with the lighter wire hook and those components, it's been a great seller for us. And those colors that Kevin chose are awesome colors.
Awesome. Great. This is one that you need to have a small tackle box full of these things.
And you know, I was telling him about the purple and chartreuse.
Oh, couldn't leave it look at here. Now that is a gorgeous looking jig. If you can see that right there, Austin, that looks really, really good. Yeah, got a little purple, white, and chartreuse.
That's right. Now, this one is actually a bean head. It's got a different style head. And if you've seen those guys up north in the Bassmasters this year catching big giant smallmouth, that's what they were using. They throw it on real light line, just kind of small hops. And those big smallmouth cannot stand that thing.
Now, when you say light line, are you talking about 6 and 8 pound tests?
Yes, 6, 8 pound test fluorocarbon. Just kind of throw it out there, and these smallmouth were spawning, and then they did not like that thing. For some reason, that little black hair jig just whips them.
Great deal. All right. Again, you can hop this one. You can drag it. Anything like that. That's a great deal.
That bean head. I'll tell you another thing that we found with that bean head is you can throw it out, and you can put your rod tip down and reel it, and just like jerk it like a jerk bait, and it just does this.
It makes it dark.
Oh, it's crazy.
That'd be awesome.
And
that can trigger a strike any day.
Absolutely.
All right, what else you got to show?
Now, as we get on a little bit longer, people say this would be a summer bait, but you know, a chatterbait's good in the spring. Well, this is from Hog Farmer Lure Company. They call this the chattering hog tie. It's got a scrounger bill on it, some big hair.
Can we see that? We don't have the plastic. That's Now look at this thing now of course it won't look like that from the rear in the water, but it'll look more like a shad or bait fish. But that scrounger is going to sit there and rock it back here for us like a chatterbait.
Going to imitate a big gizzard in the water.
Yeah, big gizzard. Those have got to be good colors for Guntersville.
That's right.
Purple, white, silver. It's got some flashaboo in it too, so it's going to give off a little flash. Sun hits it just right. It's going to be. Now, who manufactures this one?
That's a Hog Farmer Bait Company. They're based out of Chattanooga.
Okay. Oh, Tennessee company. That's right. That's what we need. All right. Well, good job. That looks sharp. Now, that'll catch a bunch of fish.
Oh, yeah. We're really excited about that. The other hair jig is, you're a good friend of Ben Parker.
Oh, yeah. Ben's my buddy.
Me and Ben are really good friends, and we went to ICAST this year, and we're actually going around looking at cool stuff, and Ben says, "Han, I want to make a hair jig. Let's go do it." So we went over to the Haggerty Lures booth, and we made a prototype, and this is what would come out. This is the Nichols Wild Hair MVP.
Man!
Now you see the tails, it's actually segmented.
It's segmented.
That tail is made out of there's nobody else that uses that type of steel wire. Now, if any competition comes out, they could have something like that. They do not have the strength of that wire. We're the only ones that even can come close to having that wire. So what we're saying, it's not going to tear up.
Right.
It's heavy duty stuff for big fish on Kentucky Lake. That's an awesome bait.
Green pumpkin and white. That looks really, really good.
And the key to that bait is there's a lot of hair jigs on the market that has the right hook. That's an owner, and it is super sharp, but it's real light wire. Because on a hair jig, I use 10-pound test and a 7-foot medium rod. A lot of your bites are like a crappie, and you want a hook that'll penetrate real easy, and that one does.
You're right. A hair jig bite is just real subtle on 9 times out of 10.
Correct.
And you want to be able to feel it. So great job. Hey, we got some colors, guys. We need to take, and we got line 1 is Mike. Mike, how can we help you tonight?
Yes, sir. Hey, Hugh. How you doing, bud?
We're doing great, brother.
Great. Hey, I've got a question to ask the gentleman. Do you guys make any like beetle spins or any kind of lures that people maybe can use like in creeks to catch a red eye and rainbow trout, maybe in smallmouth? And the other question is, Hugh, I'd like to ask you, do you know any number or anybody I maybe could get a hold of to maybe come out and stock the pond for kids to be able to fish at that have cancer? I talked to a local game warden down here. He informed me that they couldn't do that no more, and I just wondered if you maybe could give me a number or somebody contact, and I'd like to commend the guy that's got on the big orange shirt, Go Vols, and I'll hang up.
All right. Well, Mike, we got great questions. I'm going to go ahead and give him my answer right quick, so we want to hear about yours. But, Mike, contact Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. You can contact the main office. They do not still do that program, but they do know who has all the fish and everything. The guys that are willing to sell you that and restock that and put those in there for those kids. So they do have those guys' numbers and contact info. So give them a call, 781-6500. Again, that's 615-781-6500. Now, let's hear his next question.
Thanks for the call. I appreciate it. I don't have a lot of panfishing stuff on our website, Tackle Experts. However, our store in Catawba, we're chock full of panfishing stuff too. Beetle spins, Hellgrammites, crappie baits. They're actually, Haggerty's making me some really cool panfishing stuff.
I was surprised. Haggerty really makes some cool looking crappie baits, trout baits, and stuff like that. And another one I got to throw out there that is a great standby, and that's Leland Lures. They make the trout magnet and the crappie magnet. You can't go wrong if you had a handful of those and some of the Haggerty stuff. If you're going creek fishing, you're going to come back with some fish.
The caller's name was Mike, is that right? If we could get a way to get in contact with him, we've actually, Mike, we actually have something coming out really soon. Just let the cat out of the bag. It's a beetle spin type bait, but it's not going to be a beetle spin plastic. It's going to be a hair beetle spin. Nobody else has it. Mike, you're the first one to get one. When I get one, if I can get in contact with you, I'll send you one, man.
Well, Mike knows how to get in contact with me, and I'll get him in touch with you. All right, when line 2 is Ransom. Ransom, how can we help you?
Oh, hey, you.
Yes, sir.
This Ransom. Hey, Scott.
What's up, man? How are you? I got to tell a story real quick.
All right.
Ransom was the first guy that really helped me with fishing a frog. And years ago, we couldn't figure out how he was winning all this money. We finally let the cat out of the bag. He was taking a white frog, and he was painting it, or he was using the dye and dyeing it powder blues. It was the color of this. It was a solid blue frog, whacking them and killing them and taking all of our money.
Titan blue?
Titan blue. How you doing, Ransom? He's probably mad at me for saying that.
Uh-oh. How can we help you, Ransom?
Hey, do y'all have a standalone place, or is it just all online?
Yeah, our actual website is tackleexperts.com, but our standalone store, which is where I get all the inventory for Tackle Experts, is the Cabin Bait and Tackle, and that's in Catawba, Kentucky, and it's 5,000 square foot, so we're stocked full all the time.
It's exit 40 going I-20. It's exit 40, right?
It's right off exit 40. If you're coming from 24 from Nashville, get off exit 40, take a left, and we're about 2 miles down the road on the left. We got a deli. Come get a sandwich, get some bait. You might put a little weight on like me, but it's, I mean, we've got bait, we got food, we got it all.
Ransom, I got to catch another caller right quick, but thank you so much for calling.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. And we got Trey. Trey, how can we help you tonight?
Yeah, I got a question for Kevin. I was going to ask you if you had any reviews come in on the new Berkley crankbaits, and if you had any new Shimano reels coming out.
Okay.
Man, that's a great question. Yes, I will review the Berkley crankbait. It's awesome. A good friend of mine, Mike Russell, he owns Bag 5 Custom Painting in Benton, Kentucky. He was contacted by David Fritz and said, man, you designed some colors for me. Berkley's got this new bait coming out. Can you help with the colors? And man, they've knocked it out of the park. They've got them at Bass Pro Shop. They got some special colors I can't get. But this new Berkley bait has really good treble hooks. I mean, they're sticky like a mega bass.
Awesome.
But the colors are great, but the baits are great. You throw a Shad Rap,
Yep.
you know how hard it is to throw a Shad Rap.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's Shad Raps, man, of plastic, and it's got the same exact action, and you can cast it on a bait caster.
And what about the reel?
The reel, yeah. Matter of fact, Scott, hand me that Casitas 150. This is a new reel from Shimano, just come out around November.
Okay.
It's called the Casitas. It retails for $119.99, and this model right
that's
here
beautiful.
has 641. It's built on the Shimano Aldebaran frame, which is a $400 reel. But
That is
That's
a
beautiful.
gorgeous
that's
reel.
light, looks good, performs good. I've been selling a lot of those.
Low profile, easy, feels good. It does feel good. It fits your hand.
Yeah, I mean it's just,
even got a thumb place for your thumb to set up here.
that's right. And Shimano's trying to get back into that lower end $99 to $119 market, because I mean I'm telling you, lose
To help the average blue collar fisherman out there.
But that's a good reel.
That is a great reel.
I'm going to own a few. You can be a tournament pro or weekend guy. If you just want to step your game up a little bit, that's a great reel. It's not going to break your wallet.
All right.
Now, Shimano does have 2 new reels coming out. They got a Canon, and they got a Corrado 70, which is like the Corrado HG right now. It's just smaller. It's going to be even smaller than that. But the retail price is, $199. I don't have one of those with me.
All right. We got to take a break. Another break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with more of Southern Woods of Water.